Hi and welcome to my cooking channel Czech Cookbook. My name is Christina and I will be showing you how to make these amazing recipes. And since on Sunday there was Easter, we have lots of leftover hard-boiled eggs. So if you do, you can make this amazing recipe. If you don't, then you just hard-boiled your own eggs, and it just takes 10 minutes of boiling. And don't boil it more. I usually do just, if it's for Easter, I will do 10 minutes boiling. But if you do it more than 10 minutes, then what happens is the egg yolk will be green on the edges, and that's because in the egg there is a sulfur, and the sulfur will be released after those 10 minutes of boiling. So if you do it less, you should be okay. Or just 5 minutes, probably 7 minutes you should do it. So for this recipe, we'll be making egg roll, and it looks so fancy, and if you bring it to any party, people will love it. It looks so good, and it's super easy. It looks harder than it is, so don't worry, and I hope you are brave enough to try it. So all you need is half an onion, 1 pickle, 5 hard-boiled eggs, and these are from Easter, and these are all naturally dyed, so they look amazing. I love this one. It was done in wine, and then I have some of these, but that's okay. You're not here to admire my eggs, so let's continue. We will then need half a teaspoon of salt. You can taste it, and if you prefer a little more salty, then you can add salt. A little bit of pepper, 1 stick of butter, 5 veggies. I have here the laughing cow. I have the light version. You can do the other one too, but just make sure it's without any flavors, like without added spices. So we have 5 of those veggies. 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard. Here we have Swiss cheese, about 12, you will need 12 slices. This makes it 0.3 pounds, so if you go look for like half a pound, because then you can eat leftovers, you don't want to be short. And we will need ham. I also have it little thinly sliced, like this, and I will then bend it in half, and this way will be fine. And that's about half a pound. I don't think we will need the whole half a pound, but just buy half a pound and you can eat the rest. And now we will need peppers, green, red and yellow. Make sure you buy all 3 colors, because that's what makes it look so beautiful. And you will need probably less than a half of pepper. So let's start. First, what we will have to do is peel these eggs. So I'll peel them. It's so sad that I have to break this beautiful design. Oh, well, that's okay. We have to eat it. I have a video of how I made these all naturally, and this is from red cabbage, and it's pretty cool that it's blue. I washed the eggs to make sure that there are no shells left, so set these aside. And let's chop some onion. You have to make sure that you chop it really thinly, so you don't have big chunks of onion. You could probably even put it in the food processor. That would work. So I'm cutting it really thinly, because we will be spreading this, and you don't want to have big chunks, because they'll be harder to spread and roll. And you can do less than a half. I just had pretty big onion. Onions are chopped, so let's add this to our bowl. Now we'll be adding more ingredients. Let's start with the pickle, and you will need this grater, and you can use the smallest one, right, this one, and just shred it on smaller pieces. Now we will need to also do the same with our eggs. You can use this bigger one for the eggs because they kind of break anyway, and it's faster this way. Let's do half a teaspoon of salt, some pepper, 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard, we can mix it just a little. Now we'll be adding 5 cheese veggies. This is a soft cheese. Now we'll be adding 1 stick of butter. Make sure it's softened. I had it sitting outside on my table for half a day and it softened up. Otherwise you can put it in a microwave for a few seconds, because it would be harder to spread if it's too hard. And now we will just mix it till it's all nicely incorporated. We don't have big chunks of butter or cheese. This looks good. It's all mixed up. I forgot to tell you that I'm using a dill pickle, but you can use any pickle you guys prefer. It's okay, it's all up to you. This is done, so set this aside because we will need it later. Here are our peppers that I sliced, and here we have all 3 colors. So now we can set this aside as well. Let's preheat the oven on 350. And here I have a tray, baking paper, let's put 1 baking paper on a tray, and 1 other piece we will need later. And here I have 12 slices of cheese, and now we will lay this down. The thing is that the Swiss cheese has holes, but the Swiss cheese is really good for this recipe because it doesn't have that much fat like other cheese that would completely melt, and all you have is just liquid. So that's why I'm using the Swiss cheese. But it has holes, and the thing is that the spread will leak a little bit out of those holes, which is a little messy, but that's fine. Try to lay down so it kind of overlaps. This way it's all connected. It overlaps also on the top and on the sides. You probably might even be okay if you layer it with the same Swiss cheese, like 2 layers, and just try to cover up the holes. That would probably work. Or try to find Swiss cheese with less holes, which is not that easy. And now what we will do, after our oven is preheated, we will put it into the oven because we want to melt this so it all connects and it's all one piece. And I will show you how when our oven is ready. You know what? Since my cheese is pretty thin, I will put 2 layers, which is fine, and I will try to cover up these holes. Uh-oh. It's not an easy task, but I can do this. It's like a puzzle. Since we already have them laying across each other, overlapping each other, now you don't have to lay the second layer again like that. You just lay it as needed to cover the holes. Look at that, that's perfection. You hardly see any hole through the cheese. That's perfect. Let's put it to the oven, and you have to be really careful. You have to watch it because it takes about 2-3 minutes to melt it in a way that we need it. So I will show you when it's done. So this is how it looks after 3 minutes, and it's done. So let's turn off our oven. Our cheese nicely melted and connected all together. And now we will do something even better to make sure they're really connected. We will put another sheet of baking paper on top of this. And now you get a rolling pin and you will try to roll it just so they all really connect. Just gently. You can gently roll this. We are using this paper so this doesn't stick to the rolling pin, and look at that, how the holes got really nicely filled up. I'll do a little bit more here. Because right now it's good before it hardens, otherwise you won't be able to do this. And you have to be careful, because if you roll too hard, the cheese will move to one side. So this looks great, and now we will have to let it cool off completely. Now when you touch it, it's cold, which is good. So now we can start layering our roll. You will need half. You will have to split or guess just half for the bottom right now. So you can just put the whole half on a cheese. We still have another half for later. And now you will spread it all the way to the edges and try to do all same thickness. Our first layer is done, and now I'll be laying ham. Try to make sure that the ham is everywhere. You can lay it as needed. It doesn't have to be all perfectly same way. I'm doing now this way for better coverage. Now this one go up. It's another puzzle. We almost use half a pound, so the rest is for your mouth. It's delicious. You can press it a little bit to make sure that it sticks to the eggs. Another layer will be the rest of our eggs. We need to spread it evenly. Almost feel like a baker putting the frosting on a cake. It just tastes a little different. And the last layer are our colorful peppers. So we will be laying them by color, in each row different color. This way when you cut it, it will give this amazing colorful touch to it. I recommend not to go all the way to the edge, because when we will roll this, it would come out. So now we can roll it. I usually use the paper to kind of help me. Let's press these peppers a little more. And don't worry about being perfect. Having it perfect, it will be good no matter what. Now I'm rolling it with the help of my paper, and you can also try a little bit squeezing it. And as you see, the end is trying to push. And now I will need some foil, because we will need to put it in a foil. One very important thing. Right now it's really soft. The cheese didn't harden. The egg spread is too thin and runny. So what we need to have it chilled overnight. This way it will be much harder. And I'll show you how one looks when it's chilled overnight. But now we will need to move this one to our foil. And it's not as easy because of all the, because it's so soft. That's okay, don't worry if something comes out. It'll be all good when we cut it. Yeah, I left one pepper here. Well, that's fine. Now we have our roll transported into our foil. Let's try a little squeeze. but it's fine. And now we will cover it and let it rest overnight. Just be careful when you carry it, because like I said, it's kind of flimsy, it's not as strong. So now I'll show you how it looks when it's done. As you saw, that one was really bendable and you have to be super careful to put it in a fridge. So this is one that I made yesterday, and it's was chilled overnight. And look how beautiful. I hope you guys can see it. First of all, it's not bendable, it's super hard. I can pick it up. See, it doesn't bend. It's really strong. And look at that beautiful marble in there. Isn't it pretty? We are done, and now our egg roll is chilling in the fridge for tomorrow. And what I do, I buy a French bread or French loaf or baguette, slice it thin. You can put a butter if you like, and then get the roll, slice it, and put it on top of the bread. This way the presentation is amazing. It looks so good, and the taste is good too. It has the softness of the spread and the cheese and the ham, and then the crunchiness of the peppers. It's a really great treat, and people really like it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, try it, let me know how you liked it. And if you like my videos, just subscribe so you don't miss out on any more fun and exciting recipes that I'll be doing in the future. And I wish you a great day. Bye!